Okay. This is a story that is based on the truth. All based on the truth, no lie. First of all, this is what family should be all about. Family. Everybody in this picture looks happy. Everybody in this picture got healthy food on the table. And everybody in this picture is having a peaceful family time. And that's what life should be always about. No matter the ups and downs, the uglies and the bad and the goods. But picture this. This is what I dream of every day, to have a peaceful life. Peaceful dinner with my family and my loved ones and the people I care about. Now, I'm gonna pass the camera because I got my little leader that want to grow up and be a president and a rapper to finish telling the story. So please stay tuned. Okay, here you go. You gotta show your picture too.
Okay.
And you want me to hold the camera? Go ahead.
Hey everyone, it's me, Kamaya. I'm gonna show you this story of the people that's look like they're having a picnic, and here it goes. This right here, they're playing outside. He's grilling. They're up there. They're riding on a bike, and she looked like she's sitting down eating with the baby, and the baby's you see that right there? He looked like he's holding a little bear and a little squirrel and some little bikes, and they're outside having a peaceful day. And this little girl is holding a cat with her bike, and here it goes. You see it?
And that's what life should be about, having a good time.
And I got another one. It's gonna take about a while, guys. Here goes this one. Construction workers, which they're up there building something. They got the little thingy, the paper. They're building something.
This is called blueprint.
Blueprint. And these two construction workers are looking at the blueprint. You see that little button?
That's not a button. That's a measurement.
Tape. A measure tape. And this little line.
And them are the tools that they need to use.
The tools.
Like the saw, toolbox.
You see this little tool?
That's the cord. That's the cord to plug the saw up.
That. And they got the little tools right here. They got a chainsaw, a little hammer. What is that purple thing?
A hammer, wide pliers.
A wide pliers, a chainsaw.
A saw.
A saw. And what is that green thing?
Basically, they got their tool bag.
They got the tool bag, and this little man, the construction worker, he's holding
plywood.
Look
like they building what? A house.
They're building a house for the people that need help and that's lonely. And this man right here, and that's the little thingy.
The thing right here is a wheelbarrow. It's got cement.
Mm-hmm. This is a wheelbarrow, and they got cement. Mm-hmm. This construction worker has a little ladder, and he's got a little hammer. He's banging a nail to the house, and these are the little tools. And here go, and there's this little car with the thing.
The truck where they load their supplies on.
They load their supplies on
to get to their job and get the job done. Okay.
And I have another one.
Go ahead.
And this one look like they're in the woods. See, that's a little boy. That's a Mister.
That's like his son and his daughter.
I'm talking about this. I don't call him Mister.
That's look like the father.
The father and the little girl look like she's running, and thing.
Deer.
Reindeers.
No, it's just a deer.
Deer, little owl, and bunnies. The hops and birds.
All the beautiful animals in the
all
tree.
The beautiful animals. A Tweety bird, a little Tweety bird, and there's butterflies. You can see them, and that's the letter D.
And that's what life is all about.
Having fun.
The beautiful things.
Okay, here goes this one. They look like they're having real fun going to the mall, or
they got books in their hands, so they look like they coming from school or the library.
Yeah, the library. This is the letter E. This one, you see all these cars. That's the mother. That's the little two daughters. And there's people.
That's catching the bus.
And look like they're shopping because they got little bags. And the thing. What are those?
That is a
parking space.
A parking meter.
A parking meter. You see them, but that's where you put the money at. And see that? That's the thing. Here you go.
Okay. What's your next story?
This one looked like they're playing outside and having fun. And here goes. You see these people? There. This is the old lady that has a coat on, some tennis shoes on, and some gray pants. You see her? And some gray hair and some glasses.
And like family walking the dog.
And that's the dad. That's the mother. The two boys. And that girl over there.
She's in a wheelchair.
Oh,
her and the boy is playing baseball.
That's cool. And the little boy is playing with the girl. She's in a wheelchair. She's throwing the ball. He's throwing the ball out at her so she can catch it. And this is the daughter, son, mother.
They all look like they just family having a good time.
And these are the kids on the slide, the playground. Look like
enjoying
a bridge.
Enjoying
themselves in the bridge. And climbing a ladder. And here goes a little slide and a little girl.
Okay.
Got another one.
Okay.
Ooh, this looks like it's real.
Come on. You gotta get straight to the story. Come on.
This is the part when they're having family time again.
And they look like they doing a party.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a dad. That's a son. That's a girl. The daughter. That's a cat.
They petting and playing with.
They're playing with the dogs. Oh, there's a little baby and a little girl. Oh, a little boy.
And they look like they having good time at a party.
And they got little balloons. And
for decorations.
What the colors is blue, red, yellow, blue, green, and red. You see them colorful balloons and green again. And purple.
Okay. Next story.
Okay. This one is look like they're at the mall or at the airplane station.
No, they is at the airport.
At the airport, I mean.
They get ready to get on the plane.
Get ready to get on the plane. And this is the dad. This is the mother. This is the son. That's the little girl.
And that don't look like the mother. They look like maybe the brother or something, or a co-worker or a friend. Cause that's not a lady. That's a man.
Yeah, that's a man. That's the dad. The son. I don't know.
Okay.
They're holding little backpacks.
Not just that, they holding briefcases and stuff like that.
Briefcases.
Maybe they have business to tend to too.
And look at their shoes; they're real cute.
Yeah, their shoes is really
That's
cool.
a little lady walking to the plane.
A different direction.
Different directions.
In the airport.
And this man is the airport man. They're at the airport right now, and this is the letter H. See it? The letter H.
And how you know they at the airport?
This.
Because you can tell by the plane.
You can tell by the plane, the people, their little backpacks, briefcases. What is this? I guess lunchbox. I don't know.
No, it's suitcase.
Suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
And got another one.
Okay.
Ooh, I actually like snow, but now I don't.
Okay.
Okay. Here goes when they're playing in the snow. There's a little snowman. There's snow at the bottom. There's the trees have snow on them, and that's a little girl with pink boots, some pink snow boots,
and she dressed nice and warm.
She's dressed nice and warm. Some tights and a little coat and a little scarf and some gloves and a little pretty hat. This is a little boy. He got a hat.
He got his mittens on.
His mittens and his scarf and his coat, his blue coat, and his black pants.
And he just built a snowman.
That's cute.
Okay.
And the snowman has a scarf and some gloves and a hat and
carrot for a nose.
A carrot for a nose and whatever them dots is.
They probably use some rocks.
But snow.
Yeah. Some people use rocks or either different little things to design snowmans. Okay.
Okay.
They are doing snowball fights.
And see, the little girl have purple boots on now. That's a girl and that's a girl. And that's a boy.
Okay, and they having a snowball fight.
And they got on some pink pants. She got on some pink pants, a brown coat, and just pink coat, a colorful scarf, and some purple gloves. And
okay. And then snow sledding. Snow sledding. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is the letter I.
And they having a good time.
Oh, I like this one. Swimming. Oh, they're having a good time. You see, that's a little girl. Wait, I think that's not a little girl.
This is on the beach. Let me finish it for you. This is the end of the story cards. This is on the beach.
And that's a mother.
And you don't see nobody fighting, nobody
being mean. And
they just having a good time, enjoying life. And every picture that you see the kids is involved. And the parents and whoever the family members, they all are getting together to do something positive and do something fun. Fun don't always have to be in the club. Fun don't always have to be hurting somebody else's feelings. Bottom line, this is a story. This was a story card that my grandbaby wanted to do.
And this was from K-12. You can try it. K-12. This is good. And this is the letter J. Bye, everyone. Mwah.
But before you leave, I want you to also confess your sins and tell them about church today.
I apologize to myself, and I forgive myself too, because I've been doing the wrong thing, and I forgive myself for that. God forgive me. My granny forgive me. My sister forgive me. I forgive myself. You should forgive yourself too. Don't mean you gotta be so mean to yourself. You can help yourself. Don't just be rude. And it was a great time at church, but I start crying because I really wanted to get baptized. And I never get baptized before, but I kind of feel like I am one day. But bye, everyone. Mwah.
Not just that, before you go, still you got a little bit more. You got what else you wanted to do and say. Practice make what?
Perfect.
Practice make perfect, and not just that. Each one, teach one, help one.
Teach one and help one. Help yourself. Help your other people.
Help the community.
Help the community. Help the people that's on the streets and stuff. Don't just leave them on the streets, homeless and stuff. Go help them. Have fun or something with them.
Or either offer them something instead of talking about them.
Offer them clothes, money, or something so they can go on the bus.
Or get something to eat or whatever they need.
So they can go home. You mean?
But some people don't have homes. Some people are homeless.
Sometimes they need to go in the shelter. That ain't fair.
And not just that, sometimes people just need to hear "I love you," or give them a hug, or either need to know that we fall down but we get up.
And forgive yourself for your sins. Don't just forgive somebody else. Just forgive yourself. Forgive everyone that been mean, and just forgive yourself. Don't be mean to the people that try to help you. You know, people try to help you, you just forget all. You just don't get all mean. That's not fair to people that don't get any help. They're all homeless. You need to learn how to care for them or something. Like these people
like
right here.
action.
These people like here.
Okay, let me sum it up for you. Let Granny finish it. First of all, giving on the God who's the head of my life, I just want to take out this time to encourage anybody and everybody that watches this video. This is my grandchild. I've been having custody of her for 5 years. My intention is to be an entrepreneur and a good caregiver and supply her needs. I teach her to ask for help if she don't know anything.
Ask for help.
I also read with her. I also monitor what she do on the internet and with her tablet. I also teach her games. It's okay to play sometimes, but don't get too caught up in the games where she miss out on reading, learning, and always trying to do something to better herself and others. Not just that, I also teach her manners. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
And also who you supposed to say no or what to.
To your friends.
Okay. And then not just that, I teach her to pray.
You can even say yes, ma'am, or no, sir, to your friends too.
It just all depends on how
you act, how you feel, or you can just talk to somebody that you just don't feel right with.
Well, if you're having a problem with.
Don't just talk to somebody else, say I'm sorry or something.
Or be a gossiper.
Be a singer. Be creative.
Not just that. Bottom line, she and I have dedicated our time to share this video with all our heart, body, mind, and soul to every individual that taps into this video to see that this is a 7-year-old child,
which I'm about to turn 8,
that I'm raising at the moment. And God does things for reasons. And she always tell me sometimes, Granny out and mommy's in. I say no, baby. I'm always Granny because I don't want to take her mama's place. even though I am doing mama's role right now. My kids are grown, but everybody needs some help every now and then. And everybody needs some encouragement. And this is the key right here. You know, my desire is to give back and give people what they didn't get. What I know I didn't get. Bottom line. I was a troublemaker growing up. And because I was neglected. When I say neglected,
forgive yourself for your sins.
Not just that. Just hear me out. I was neglected. And when I say I was neglected, that means my parents and stuff was always caught up with work. And and buying material things is not, it just don't get it. Because they bought me everything. Even from down to when the starter coats came out, all of that stuff, if you can relate and remember things like that, and when the Jordans start coming out and stuff like that, I didn't want no Jordans because I couldn't support Jordan. I liked the number 23, but I couldn't, and I used to like watching Michael Jordan play. But then when I began to learn things about Michael Jordan, I began to dislike the image that he portrayed. First of all, kids they don't want to be entertained. They want the truth. Just like grown folks. Grown folks don't want to just be entertained. They looking for the truth. They looking for their identity. They looking for their purpose. Some of our identities in life have been taken from us. And sometimes, and we can't always make excuses, say my mom did this, my dad did that, or it's blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Because I can tell you a testimony that I am going to share with you a little bit. I'm not going to hold you long, but I want to get this out, and I want you to really feel this because this is deep. And I have the time to really share this because somebody needs to hear this. My mama kicked me out when I was 13 years old. And I wanted to commit suicide. And not just that, I was hurt because I was sexually molested. And it's a lot of things that I wanted to know that I didn't get to know. And, it's a saying, train up a child in a way you will have them to go, and they will not depart from you. A lot of our kids today is missing love. Material things don't mean nothing. You can buy them Jordans. You can keep up with the Joneses all you want to. But the best thing to do is to encourage them to stay in school. Don't be no fool. And we can all act cool, but let's help the young people get through. Truth be told, the church supposed to be a hospital. It's supposed to help you. But the devil, he sits in the church too. And not just that, he also can be in the pastor. Because first of all, it's a lot of life has been like a mystery. Like even from down to our tax dollars. Even from down to we having to pay Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam want its money off the top. It's a lot of stuff that can be done with this money. And then not just that, they always want to say they broke or it's going broke. Ain't no way the government should be broke. Ain't no way the government should be struggling and undecidable about the rules and the laws and everything. It's just, I feel like it's a lot of people that put things in place in life to keep others down, even from down to the drugs. They put these drugs out here, but then they want to lock us up for it because we hustling and we trying to make a couple of dollars because that's what some of us was introduced to. You know, it's a lot of people. Everybody is mentally it having an issue. Bottom line, everybody is mentally having an issue. It may be depression, it may be paranoia, it may be PTSD. It's something. Everybody has some type of issue. They don't talk about it. They might hold it in. And then, sometimes you don't think before you do things. And you don't think about the consequences before you do them. If I had a chance to do it all over again, I promise you, I'm gonna be the best at every single thing that my mom and my dad told me, and all they ever told me was to stay in school and stay on a job because you have to work for what you want. But one thing for sure, two things for certain that I learned about a job, and this is what really you need to understand. We came in this world with nothing. We will leave this world with nothing. Some of us gonna have to start walking away from some of these jobs because we are not getting paid what we worth. And not just that, we are not getting nowhere with this company, with these companies. Some of us need to start setting up in our mind that we are business owners and we need to start owning some businesses for ourselves and having some organizations put in place to really help the children, not just that, just help the environment that's hurting the most. They always call it the hood, but to me, it's like everything has been a cover up. It's been a cover up because for one, it's just too much just missing. Everybody's sleeping. They enjoy cussing or fighting or beef, gossip. Don't get me wrong. I like to listen to gossip too sometimes, but I get tired of hearing gossip lies. That's what I get tired of. If you're going to talk about something, talk about the good that the person do. And I just wanted to send a special shout out to those who are holding it down for yourself and your family. Even if your family don't like you, still you standing strong and you not worrying about nothing because at the end of the day, God said he supplies your needs according to his riches and his glory. So God will send you a mother if you and your real mother is not getting along, because we cannot pick and choose our mothers and our fathers. And it's not about being rich and famous, because check this out. You see all of these celebrities with all of this money and still brokenhearted. And not just that, they should be doing more positive and bigger and better things besides just BS, And you can see they always in trouble or something always taking place, blase, blase. So what is a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I want my followers up. I want to get followed for all the right reasons, not for all the wrong reasons. I can care less if a person don't like what I gotta say. If you don't like what I gotta say, you ain't gotta stay. But I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna speak the truth because I hate to be lied to. So therefore, I'm just gonna be real. If you lie, that makes you a liar, and that don't hurt nobody but you. Keep it real at all times, even from down to temptation. If you married and you cheating and and you think it's cool to have a mistress on the side, that's wrong. Don't marry somebody if you can't love them wholeheartedly and they can't provide every single bit of that support that you need and you deserve. Some of us marry people without really thinking about it and taking it into consideration, because touchy feelings sometimes always feel so good. Just like the enemy. The enemy, he is nothing. He's crafted and he's conning minded. And he's been conning us for years. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. I made up in my mind today, 4/22, 2018, to not let that happen to my grandkids or me anymore. So I'm offering you I'm not preaching to you, but I'm offering you something that I wish somebody would have offered me. It's more stories to come. It's more plays to come. It's more things to come for my channel. So stay tuned and be on the lookout for my channel, because I have a very talented little girl right here. She can rap. She can sing. Oh my gosh, she can dance her butt off. And I think God did. He gave me this role to be able to take care of her and provide for her. And not only material wise, because the girl got so much material stuff that it's not funny. But that don't mean nothing. What means the most is that Granny took and decided to do homeschool with my grandchild. I refused to send my grandchild back to public school and don't know what was going on, because all I kept seeing was bad reports, instead of looking deep off into it. That's not me. I took and went and popped up at the school and to see what was going on. And come to find out, my grandchild was bullied by a white kid. But she was the one that's always was getting rolled up and saying that she was doing this and doing that. So immediately I began to take charge and control and ask God to give me strength. And I sacrifice, my time that I can be having for myself. But also I run a business too, and I haven't been able to run my business since March, and that's childcare. That's my passion that God gave me to cause and that's another thing. Some of us don't know our identity. Some of us is missing our identity. Some of us don't even know who we are. We searching for who we are. We searching for what position or the purpose of why we're here. And it's time that you really get honest with yourself and ask God to strengthen you, to show you what you are good at and what you need to do, as a person and as an individual, because we all have some kind of talent and we all have flaws. And I don't understand why we even have, to me, the court system is screwed up. The government is screwed up. It's a lot of stuff that's just so screwed up, and it seems like it's just for its purpose. It's not for nobody else but its own selfish purpose. And I think it's time that people realize and understand that it's not gonna get any better if we just keep our mouth closed. A closed mouth don't get fed. When it come down to voting for a senator or governor or anything like that, they go off into the black community to get black people to vote for them. And when it come down to it, if that person needs some help, they not doing nothing they say that they're gonna do. And that's another thing. And then, I noticed Channel 4, Channel 5, the news people, they like to report stories and stuff about killings and unnecessary stuff sometimes, but it's good to be informed about certain things because here today at 3 something this morning, a Waffle House had got shot up, and the guy shot the Waffle House up out of nowhere. 4 people was killed and 4 was injured. And one of those people that got killed is a friend of my family, my niece's friend, and they was in college together. And if you seen her, they never did go nowhere without each other. They was always together like glue. You know how you always have that best friend that you always hang out with. And they was doing positive things, and also they in the sorority, so they, the sororities and stuff is having gatherings and parties and stuff because graduation is getting ready to come up and things like that. And so that's what happened for her to be out there late, and they was going to get some food, and so happened she lost her life in that restaurant. I'm saying this to say, and it happened by a white guy, and the white guy is still on the run, and they have not found this guy. They also stated that the guy had they had to escort him from Washington D.C. because he was loaded with 4 pistols in Washington D.C. One of the pistols that at the time a year ago it was held in this killing that happened today. So I just would like for y'all to please keep me and my family in your prayers, well so as the world, because I'm telling you, it's not getting any better. It's getting worse and worse. And then there's a lot of people that can be doing something but not doing nothing. Then not just that, my YouTube channel should be millions and millions and millions of followers right now because if you look at the date when I first started this channel, I didn't take it serious. I began to blog. I blogged about Starlito and Young Book because I know about Starlito and Young Book because I know about Starlito and Young Book because this is where I am. They ain't here where they're from. And so I began to blog from there. Then I stopped. I had got so many views, but I stopped. I ended up giving up on my passion to do things. And it wasn't I gave up on it. It was that God was put me in training. Cause you know what? I let him control me. I don't let man control me. I let God control me. And I also noticed that if I'm gonna do something, God want me to do it in decent and in order. Also, I came back and started a marriage course and began to give advice on marriages and how marriage should be. And I end up stopping with that because it's a lot of obstacles that got in my way, because you got to understand something. The deeper I go with this, the more difficult it become. Then not just that, I noticed that when I choose to do good, evil is always present. So don't ever feel like that you gotta be angry with God, because I have been one of those people. I was angry with God for a very long time because I felt like, why would you let my brother get killed and I'm 13? Why would you let my mama be mean to me, and all I was an innocent child, you know. Yeah, I did have some trouble because it was a lot of stuff going on, but I didn't know that I didn't know how to handle issues too good. And we do have some of those people in life that don't know how to handle issues and problems too good. And so this is where I step in. I'm not gonna feed you information that I wouldn't want you to feed me. I've been hungry for years and years and years to be able to help somebody, because I wanted somebody to help me. I didn't know that if that my mama should have, 911 should have been called because I'm 13 and I'm outside kicked out. DCS should have been called because I was being, well, if you want to call it abuse or neglect or whatever you want to call it, it wasn't right. So, and I didn't know, and I wasn't aware of those things. So that's the thing too. Then not just that, I got pregnant when I was 13. I had my baby when I was 15. No instructions comes along with having kids. And sometimes we don't plan we don't plan having kids. And that's why I thank God that all I went through, I don't regret it. Anything, it made me the woman and the person that I am today. So if you have anything that any skeletons in your closet, get them out, because if you don't, they're gonna haunt you until you do. You know, and then not just that, we don't never know when our time is up. But make sure if you be ready when Jesus come, because he said he come like a thief in the night. So be prepared. Clean up your this is speaking, I say me, because why, I try to look in my own eye before I can get the beam out of somebody else's eye. And I know nobody's perfect, nobody. And I don't understand how to keep, records of this. Yeah, this person went to jail for this person went to jail for that. I don't understand, why do they do people like that? It's like rich people get away with a lot of illegal activity. And then it seemed like the real criminal masterminds is the ones that's in the White House, the ones that work for the state. Them is the criminals, because all of them is doing crooked stuff and it's coming out. And they train us to be this way, and then we fall for the trap. And so that's how they get us. But you know what? I'm praying that God will wake us up, even all the rappers, because for one, I love rapping. And I've been rapping since I was 14. And I did a few tracks here and there.